Thank you for tuning in to the Survivor Not By Chance podcast. We discuss survivor stories from all walks of life with guests who have turned their traumatic experiences into inspirational stories. The show is for entertainment purposes only. We do not claim to be medical professionals, nor do we give medical advice. Let's get started. Come on in and enjoy the show.
Let's meet Asia Carroll, host of Survivor Not By Chance podcast. Asia is the author of The Pressures of Becoming a Diamond. She is a life coach here to help you through life's issues. Asia is also a psychic medium. Let her dive into your future. Contact Asia at www.survivornotbychance.com.
Welcome to Survivor Not By Chance podcast. I am your host, Asia, and I'm so grateful to be able to do this show today. This is an unexpected podcast for today, but we have an amazing special guest. I had to come on. Peace and blessings, Queen Maisa. Thank you for joining. I had to come on to just bring a shining light on this queen and just show who she is and what she's doing, the magnificent things. I will be taking a break, y'all. I'm going to take about a week or two break after this episode, but I will be right back. So let's get started and see what Spirit has for us today. Oh, it's a whole lot of cards. I'm not trying to get a whole lot of cards, but hey, let's see what happens. Wow, this is so perfect. So today we're talking about manifesting and manifestations and how manifestations are going to work in our lives based on what you choose to do. So there are different types of manifestations and you're going to learn so much today. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Joyful muse, inspiration. So at times in our lives, we have to find times of inspiration, things that inspire us. And the more that you look for inspiration, the more that you are an inspiration to other people, the more you're able to actually walk in your purpose and to manifest your dreams and your desires. New moon maiden, new beginnings. So we have some new beginnings coming for so many people. I feel like there's someone who's been waiting for something new to come. It is on the way, dear, whoever you are. Don't be afraid of the new beginnings. You've asked for this to come to you. It is literally on the way. Skywriting the fates. Like it's already ordained for these new beginnings to come your way. Just don't be afraid. Sometimes we ask for things that we're not ready for. And when it comes to us, we're like, oh shit, like, okay, I did ask for that. Well, guess what? Whatever you ask for, you will get. So be very careful in regards to what you ask for and what you think that you're ready for. Will of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. So there are so many treasures inside of you, so many great gifts inside of you. You just have to pull it out of you. You have to go within yourself. And the more you go within yourself, the more you are able to see how wonderful you are. I call you all queens and kings because you are royalty. And so when you realize how precious and how valuable you are, you're able to step into those realms that you desire to be in. Perfect storm, the courage to step into it. Literally, I just said you'll be able to step into the rooms you want to step into. So sometimes things come in as twists and turns. Some storms are designed to actually help us grow. They're not designed to weaken us or make us feel as if we can't make it. It's to help us learn and to help us grow and evolve. So the more you grow and evolve, the better off you're going to be. Trust where you're being led. You're being led in the right direction. And so, yes, I love your energy. Oh, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Hello, Queen. Thanks, Queen Cherie, for joining. Yeah, everyone, literally, you just have to focus on you, do what's right for you. Don't be afraid of those new beginnings. Remember, you asked for this. Whoever you are, you asked for this. You asked to be in this space. and you're actually here. So allow yourself to enjoy the space that you're in and know that everything is going to work in your favor. So we have Oracle Oya, who is going to come on the show today as a special guest. And you all know that I was in a competition for a TV show called Influence Me TV Show. And Oracle Oya and I were in competition with each other, but we were not in competition with each other personally. We were just doing what we needed to do in the competition for the TV show. And we built a sisterhood, we built a connection. And I'm so grateful that I have had the ability to build this amazing connection with this beautiful queen. And so I'm going to bring her on. Oracle Oya, thank you so much for being here, queen.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
Don't be nervous. We're family here.
I received, let me just say real quick, the messages you gave out were so good. Like your messages made some of my nervousness go away. I actually got really excited. Like I received those messages. Those for me. I'm gonna take that.
Ashe. And I appreciate that coming from you, as being that you've been doing what you've been doing for so long. Like, queen, let's talk about you and the amazing things that you're doing, queen.
Well, thank you.
So let's just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and where you're from.
All right. So I am Toya. Throughout the years of my life, that's my birth name, I gained more awareness of my being. And so my name has become Oracle Empress Nubia Oya Damali. And so all of those mean something different. They were either given to me names through other people or given to me as names through readings. But you have my titles, Oracle Empress, and then you have Nubia Oya Damali. People simply call me Oracle, Oya, or Empress, those three things. And so this journey that I went on in gaining these names really had to do with the evolution of myself. Like all of us, we are all trying to figure out, what are we doing here? Why are we here? How do we execute being here in a way that makes us happy?
Right.
Whether a person states that or not, I know that that's what everybody's trying to get to. And I know that through doing work with my clients. I've only been doing professional work for like the past 7 or 8 years. But I've known I've had a gift my whole life. And by working with my clients, I discovered that most people knew as children that they had a gift. Everything in society pulls us from the gift. And then we go through traumas that allow us to reactivate them, which I know is part of your story, definitely part of my story. I was in the Army and got hurt. And that caused me to have a lot of physical ailments. It would be times where like I literally could not walk. I couldn't get out the bed. And I had a daughter at the time. So that started to play on my mental health, not being able to care for my child. I can't pick her up. I can't, do regular parent things. And with the pain, and then the depression of the pain and what I could not do and perform as a parent, that led me into trying to figure out, how do I heal myself? Because only resources that were given to me from medical professionals were pills. Here, take these Percocets. For the rest of your life, you're going to be messed up, but we got Percocets. And I was like, right. I'm not going to do that. And so not even including my gift as an oracle, I went on this discovery and journey of like, how do I heal myself? How do I fix myself? And so that led to just more awareness about the body, foods, chemical releases in our brains. How do I control that? And so I put a lot of energy into gaining self-control. And then I started using tools and resources outside of myself to help me cultivate that, like stones and crystals and then herbs and stuff like that. And so this has been an interesting journey for me to get to this point of knowing that I'm an oracle, but it started from pain, some deep pain, like physical issues. And we know that all physical ailments start in spirit. I didn't know that at the time, but I discovered that along the way. And so throughout these years of me healing myself physically and emotionally, I've been able to gain a mass amount of information and then internal wisdom. So I use what I know in this reality in addition to my gift and what messages I'm able to pull from different realities. And I use those together to kind of guide my clients to whatever they want to get to in life. And that could be anything. I have clients who are like, look, I just want to move and I want to know, what do I need to do to make this move out of state? And I have clients like, you know, I was molested by my uncle or my cousin, and I need to know, how do I fix this? And how do I go tell my parents? 45-year-old woman needs to go tell her parents. This is real stuff. And it's not one person. It's not a single set story. This is a lot of people's story. And so I use those two things to kind of give those people, all my clients, whatever guidance they need. Throughout the years, we've gone from a lot of healing traumas to setting up situations for future generations to thrive. And so I'm honored because I've been able to watch my clients go through these growths over the past 7 years. And like, it's amazing to watch other people excel and then they go off and help countless other people. Like, I talk a lot, but that's
beautiful. That is amazing. And we have so much in common. Literally, that's how I started my business, from my pain, from my story, from my trauma, from the experiences that I went through. And I'm like, how do I get better? I don't want to be on 10 different medications for the rest of my life.
Thank you.
And so I healed myself through meditation, connecting with source, being one with myself, and herbs. Like, I literally learned so much about different herbs and different teas that are healthy for our body. I changed the way I ate and lost 80 pounds just from changing my dynamic in myself. And that's how I was able to heal. And it's so powerful. So our stories are so interchangeable, you know, and we don't realize it sometimes. Like, we find each other being connected to people and not knowing why you're connected to this person. Like, why am I connected to this person? Well, it's for a reason. Okay.
Yes.
And so what you're doing, the work that you're doing is so phenomenal. And I'm so proud of you. Like, 7 years, 8 years, that is.
Thank you. It's interesting too, looking back, like, oh snap, we've been doing this for a minute. That is nothing but God. Like, let me tell you what I tell people: figure out why you're here. Because once you know your purpose and you commit to that agreement that you made, everything in your life is going to work out for you. Like, everything, it's always going to work out how it's supposed to. I feel like that's part of the contract. Like, I have a contract with the Most High, and part of my contract is protection and prosperity, because I have to. Because if I don't, then I can't fulfill the contract. So these are part of the things that go with it. I didn't always opt for this contract. I used to opt for the contract with my lower self because it was more fun. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit is fun. But I got tired of doing that, and I felt like, you know, I can't raise my child being in my lower self all the time. You know, so yeah, it's been interesting. And it started from the pain, but like, the amount of beauty that has come out of this journey, and it hasn't been the most pleasant either. It still comes, as you know, when to whom much is given, much is required. Like, we're gonna go through even more shit, but the beauty of that journey and the results of going through and learning your lessons and graduating those lessons, like, it's something that you just have to live it. Like, you have to live. There's no words to express the fulfillment of that. It's something you just got to live. And that's what I try to push people to do. Like, figure out why you're here, commit to that contract. And I'm telling you, everything is going to just fall right where it's supposed to. Even if it don't feel like it is, even when it doesn't look like it is, it will.
Yes. I love that. And so now I want to talk about manifesting and how you work with your clients through manifestation, different tips, different tools, as well as you manifesting your dream life. Okay. Like it's so much to talk about,
I
but
know.
go ahead and just tell us, like, give us
Um,
some things that you think, like when people are first starting off learning how to manifest, what would you suggest that they do?
So one of the biggest things, you guys, when you are it's important to know that you're always manifesting. And so manifestation is nothing more than drawing in the things that you're calling for. Unfortunately, we spend a lot of our time inside what I call like the matrix life. So that is going to require you to be up at a certain time, be at a certain place at a certain time, execute certain tasks by a certain time. And then you have a window of time to, like, get groceries, get your kid, like you're already busy. You're preoccupied. And so what you end up manifesting are things that are already in the scope of the reality that you're sitting in. And when it's unpleasant, then you're manifesting more unpleasantries into your life. And so it's important for everybody to know, like, manifesting isn't some magical, mystical thing. It's something that human people do. It's part of how the universe, like we breathe, we create, we manifest. Having the control over what you're manifesting is key. And then understanding how to use everything that's around you so that you can bring your manifestations quickly. That's what I focus on teaching. So the biggest thing for people is intention. That's the first thing. Your intention has to be clear. If I know I'm intending to increase my sales, I cannot have thoughts of, I didn't make a lot of money, my sales went low. Like, what you're going to create is more low sales. So the biggest thing is making sure your intention is clear, and then also keeping yourself in a high vibrational state. I just did a little freebie on my Patreon and to my email list, giving them like 5 very simple tips that you can do to keep your vibration high. These are things that people probably do all the time, but because they're not intentionally doing them, they're not gaining the right benefit. So drinking water is important. That keeps your vessel clean. It helps you to flow. And when you're flowing, you're able to draw in things more quickly because you have movement within you. When you're dehydrated, get stiffness in your muscles, stiffness in your energy, you're not going to be able to have things flow into your life. Playing music, right? Music that makes you feel good. These are every music note is its own frequency. And so when you put the right patterns together, you can raise your vibration pattern based off of the music that you're listening to. So it's a lot of little tips and tricks that we naturally do, but we're not putting the intention behind it. And so having that basis in your everyday life of knowing, like, I'm going to do something to keep my vibration high, and I'm going to be intentional about what I'm doing, is going to help everybody just naturally shift what you're manifesting into your life.
Wow, that
when
is
you come, thank you. When you come into my class, we work with very specific techniques that I know will actually bring about your manifestation when they're done in a patterned manner. We also do each workshop in alignment with the cosmos. And so there are certain windows and times where I try to avoid doing the classes. We made that mistake, I think, in maybe like workshop number 3. We're on the 10th one now, so we made some adjustments. But on the 3rd one, I think I threw one in at the end of the year, and it happened to be during Mercury retrograde, and like everybody's manifestation took like an extra 60 days to come because we did it in an off window. And so there's a lot that goes into setting up the manifestation classes that I do. The cosmic alignment, knowing the techniques, and then I sit down and I read it just like I read a person. Which techniques do we do at what point in time, and when, what variant of that technique do we use, so that you can get your manifestation within like a 90-day window. That's my goal with the workshops. You come to my class, in 90 days, if you do what I tell you or less, you're going to live out what you manifested. Then you have a shit ton of skills, part of my language, but you got all
No,
these
you
skills
good.
now
Yeah.
for you to do every single day so that you can start raising your vibration. I have clients who will commit to the techniques and they don't come back to my classes because now they've shifted their frequency. So they just are pulling in things. They don't need the class. I have people who are that come back every class because it's like, it's easier for me to just hop in and get what I need and go on about my other stuff because I have other life to deal with. And so either where place that you are on the spectrum, whether you're wanting to fully learn how to control your day-to-day life and manifest things for yourself every day, or if it's a goal that you know you want to reach and you can come into class and reach it, whichever place you fall, the workshop is going to help you get there. And so that is exciting for me because I get to watch people like
Yeah.
manifest amazing things. Like the second to the last class, a sister manifested her baby.
Yes.
Yes. So we have our first manifestation baby here. He is doing so well. He's actually the updates I get, he's so advanced to be so little. Like it's really it's really trippy. It's
That's
really
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, you're doing some phenomenal work, Queen.
Thank you.
And you're changing lives. I love what you said in regards to some people come to your class and they don't have to come back because they done got everything that they need. They know how to manifest on their own, and that's the ultimate goal. You know,
Yes.
I tell some people, I've told some clients, like, I need you to understand you can do this for yourself.
Yes.
I need you to tap into yourself. Like that's what my mentor taught me. It's about self realization that
Yeah.
you have the power, you have the ability to manifest whatever the fuck you desire.
I
Literally.
don't even let my clients come back to me for a problem that I helped them with already. So like say if they'll come with an issue, that's it. When you come to me with that problem, I pride myself that you're going to have the solution to whatever you call me about. You're going to know exactly what to do when we get off the phone. So if you get back on my phone with the same problem, that means you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and now you're wasting both our time.
Right?
I don't play that. Like my clients, when you come to me, you're going to be ready to work. And I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm going to give you everything that you need to succeed because this is about you being liberated and being able to set up something for your bloodline to thrive.
Yes.
We don't have time for anything else.
Yes.
And if you don't have any resource outside of you, all you have is yourself, what are you going to do?
Right. Oh, that is powerful right there. And that's what people forget. They forget like everything you need is already inside you.
Yes.
Everything you need is already inside of yourself.
Yes.
You know, I understand through programming, conditioning, the way we were raised. Sometimes some people were raised different. I was raised as a Christian, so I was raised to go outside of myself all the time. And now me going within myself, I have more than I ever had in my entire life.
Yes. I come from the same, I come from a household where like my mom would go to church when, but we Baptists.
Right.
And then my father, he was very much so into comedic studies. And so there was a clash that I didn't understand. And that led me to like really just trying to understand, why don't people agree?
Right.
And a lot of people might not like what I'm about to say, but what I've learned is like everybody's religion is basically saying the same thing.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes,
and so if we can remove the idea of some set form of like construct of how you exist and everybody just operate from their heart space, I think that solved whatever their religion was trying to teach them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just operate from your heart space, clean and clear it out, and then you'll be fine. I don't teach any religion. I don't teach schools of thought. I don't teach any of that. I'm not initiated into anything. I'm Oracle Oya. I carry the energy of the wind that is the beauty of Oya, right? But I'm not an IFA. And I feel like that's important to say because it gets confusing for
Yeah.
people,
Mm-hmm.
and initiates have an issue with
Oh yeah.
certain things, especially,
I know. Yeah,
you know.
I know. I'm not
So I just want to
initiated
put that out
either.
there.
Yeah.
I have not been initiated into any school of thought. I had the wonderful, beautiful pleasure of living in Oyatunji, which
Mm.
is a Yoruba village in South Carolina. So shout out to the
Oh
Oba down
my
there.
goodness.
It
Wow.
was amazing. I had a reading from a beautiful sister. Her name is Mama Ella. Her Instagram is Your Majesty. It's UR__Majesty. I think like 13 or something. But y'all go check her out. Her name is Mama Ella. Um, she gave me my reading that told me that I need to do spiritual work. And I was like, this is crazy, but okay, girl, whatever. I went to her because I was in some accidents, and my coworkers like, get a reading. So Mama Ella was instrumental in the work that I do today, and she guided me to a book because in my reading she said all these Orishas showed up. I didn't know what any of that stuff meant, and so
Mm,
I started researching, and that led me to this village in Oyatunji.
mm.
And much respect and love to everybody out there, all of the elders who, kind of guide and led me when I was there, rest their souls. Just a lot of respect to all of them, but I wasn't functioning underneath the rules of how things functioned there. I was still trying to discover me and what all that meant. And so I like to put it out to people to let them know I'm not initiated. I'm not in any spiritual religion or practice. The work that I do and my being an oracle is just something that I was born with the ability to do. And it's not just me. It's a lot of people who are oracles. You just don't know it,
Yes. Oh, I love it. Ashe. Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
I feel you, Queen, because I talk to my friends about this all the time. I'm not initiated either. And so
Okay.
the gifts and the things that come to me, people who are initiated, like, well, how do you know that? It's my gift. I can't help
And
what I
people
have.
don't take that. They're not a fan of that. They're not a fan of that. They're not a
So
fan.
we have a couple of comments. I want to shout out Tony. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. She's like, yes. She's tagging people. She said, was only able to see some of this, but sounds amazing. We don't have any time for anyone else. Tap to your own power. She's like, I
Yes.
love you, Asia. I love you too, Queen. She said, religion breed separations instead of unity. I totally agree.
Yes.
That is the problem when it comes to religion
Yep.
because it's so much separation. And just like Toya said, it's about our heart space. Okay. It's all about our heart.
I mean, religion got some good stuff in it. I looked.
I'm
There's
with
some good
you.
stuff in it.
Dabble and dabble in a little bit of everything.
I was reading, I be researching like, okay, they're onto something. That's why I'm like, everybody's right. You're not gonna like it, but it's true.
It's true. Because at the end of the day, we're all connecting. Your religion is connecting you with yourself. That's what it's supposed to do, honestly. It's just that there's so much division and so much unnecessary things, in my opinion, that goes on to take us to go back outside of ourselves. But religion, it says in the Bible, it says in the Quran, you are supposed to be one with source. Source is
Yeah.
you. The divine is you. So you're supposed to be one with who you are.
Yes. Ashe.
And once we become one with who we are, that's how we become the master manifestors.
Thank you.
Okay. That's how we become the master manifestors.
Yeah.
We have children who are able to manifest. I've been manifesting since I was 14 years old.
I'm living in my daughter's manifestation right now. Okay.
Right. Yes.
She wanted to manifest us moving back to the States so she could go to public school. And I'm just sitting here like, we did it, but I want to manifest my thing.
Yes.
Children they can manifest so easily because they still have a level of innocence. And I don't mean innocence like how we go through life and we do shit that's, less than the best choice. I mean an innocence in their belief.
Right.
They believe that they can anything.
Yes.
We are given limitations as we grow. So you're not supposed to. Like, me manifesting the lifestyle that I manifested. That is a lifestyle that you're only supposed to get to do once you've done the full American dream. So I was supposed to have like gotten a job that pays me really well and then earn more money through that. I was supposed to get married and like have a kid or not have a job. He makes enough and work to do all that. And then we have like the house and the kids and the dog. That was not my story.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't need all of that stuff. So like, I didn't realize when I was traveling and I would be in countries and posting like what I manifested, people thought that I was rich. I'm like, no, you don't need money. You know what I'm saying? When you manifest, you don't need money. You just need to manifest what you want. And so I flew in and out of the country with my daughter multiple times a year, but I never paid full price for a ticket. You see what I'm saying? I lived in a resort. The resort I was living in, I discovered after was like $30,000 for the month. We were living there for $1,200 for the month. Like, it was amazing. Like, and I eat food, drinks, everything included. Like, when you manifest, you don't need what you think you're supposed to have. You just need clear intention and a desire for that thing. And when you start moving in that direction, everything will fall into place. But like, that was a lifestyle I wanted since I was a child, to be able to travel, go where I want, live like my day-to-day life as a vacation. And I did that without six figures in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do any of the stuff that we think we have to do. And so a lot of what I do, even on the sessions with people, is I try to remove that programming. Like, no, your freedom is going to come from your thought process. And you got to get rid of the matrix thought process. That mindset is made for you to be where you are. It's done its job. And so long as you stay in your loop, you've succeeded at the matrix. Like, you did it. There's nothing left to do there. You know what I'm saying?
That is so amazing. You just inspired me so much more. Oh my goodness. Like, $1,200 for the month and a $30,000 rental for a resort, all inclusive. Listen, y'all.
Listen. At the beach, at the Caribbean, is my backyard. My daughter learned to swim there. Like, it was, I'm trying to find another deal like that. That was
that's what I'm talking about. That is how you manifest, okay? Yes. This is what we talk about all the time when it comes to manifesting. It's all about what you want and what you desire.
Yeah.
And Toya said, you don't need money. Like I tell y'all all the time, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. And it may not come the way you think.
It never will. It'll never come the way you think it will, ever. I still be thinking, and I know it's not going to come like that. So just do the work.
Right. Yeah. And so I see Tony. Thank you so much for being here, Queen. I knew that was you, Queen. And she said, this is good. Yes. Because like we forget, like we have that old, we got to get rid of that old program. And that's why I do reprogramming your subconscious mind courses, because the more you reprogram your subconscious mind, the more you're free to manifest what you desire. Okay. Yeah. Your desires does not have to look like the American dream. Okay. Your desires does not have to look like what people told you it should look like. It's all about what you want and no one else. And it can be anything. If you don't want to travel, if you want to have a little tiny home sitting on a beach somewhere, you can have your little tiny home sitting on a beach and just enjoying life.
I've had so many clients over the past like 2 years manifest their RV lifestyle, and their asses is out. It's so inexpensive too, like to live in your house is mobile like that. Right. You can go anywhere. Like, yo, listen, yeah, it's really cool. Like, you guys, honestly, I don't know if anybody's ever told you that you can do whatever you want, but you can. You literally can do anything you want to do. We just have to get our innocence back in that belief in that, you know?
Yes.
For sure.
We have Queen Naja. She said, I can't wait to be able to sign up for manifesting class with Oya. Yes, Queen.
Yes.
Our website up there, okay?
Yeah, come through because today is the last day for late registration for the workshop. We start on Sunday.
Girl,
So if you
you
want to
better go
join
to
the
that
workshop,
website.
come through now. This is the last workshop for you to live your manifestation this summer. So if you come and you do this class and you follow my instructions, you're going to live whatever you're manifesting this summer. That's the fact.
Queen Nacha, you heard her. Go to the website right now and sign up, okay? Go and sign up. And so I do want to get to the part where we're talking about the competition. So the last round, the fourth round, was so intense of the Influence Me TV show competition. Queen, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so glad I'm done. It was exhausting.
It was. I low key was like, if I don't make it past that round, at least I ain't gotta ask for no more votes.
I was exhausted. Oh my goodness. But it was amazing. It literally pushed me out of my comfort zone.
Way out of my comfort zone.
Oh my goodness. It pushed me out of my comfort zone. It pushed me into a space of where I was able to like push myself in my business in a way that I didn't think that I was going to be able to, you know.
That's beautiful.
So it opened my eyes in so many different ways. I saw myself grow and flourish just from being in a competition, learning to be creative and get votes in different ways. Like, so let's talk about okay, we have some comments coming in here. Let me address the comments real quick. We have Queen Naja said, I'm looking for the email she sent. Then Amin Ra 8 Art Academy says, peace to the Oracle. She is real dope. Oh, Ashe. Yes.
Hey.
Support. Okay. So let's talk about the competition now and where you are in the semifinals. Okay. The semifinals.
The semifinals.
Yes, the semifinals.
Girl.
You are on your way, Queen. Let's talk about this round here.
This round I thought the last round was the toughest round. The last round was the most challenging for me within me as a person.
Yeah.
That round, like, that felt like a real competition. You came out of nowhere. I woke up like, I'm in second, like, what is going on? Like, y'all help me. And so I needed that. I needed that moment. It really, last round, going through that brought me to a place of remembering my why. Because for like 4 days, my why became getting back to number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a competition for real.
Right.
And then it's like, no, baby, that's not why you're here. You're not here so you could be number one. You're here because you do work. So do your work. You're here because you help people. So help people. We're dealing with mental health right now. Focus. And so that was a lot for me. I cried a lot that week because my heart was just so touched by how far the people had gotten me. It didn't matter what happened after that. I was good. And then I came into this round like, man, y'all, I wanted y'all to get me to this round, but like, shit, I got more work to do. And so I said, I'm gonna take it easy in this round since we had 2 weeks, and I had just pressured and begged the crap out of everybody. I bothered everybody so bad. And so I kind of like had my little strategy in mind. And in week 2, I'm like, I'm a full force my strategy. Only now we're dealing with a cancer chairing. And I wasn't mentally prepared for like the emotional wave that was going to bring. And so like my strategy was like before, I'm going to get people to do videos and talk about their experiences and why this is important. And I did a poll, and in that poll, it was only like 2 people who didn't have a tie to somebody with cancer. And that was a lot. And then I started talking to some of the people who said that they had been affected. And the amount of, I'm gonna try to keep my composure, but it's emotional because when I think about cancer, I think about my family and people I know that didn't make it. there are so many people who are walking right now beat cancer. And I don't think we think about them or their stories. I know I did it. And these are people I talk to all the time. These are like business associates and clients of mine. I've helped them through mad shit, had no idea they had childhood cancer. You see what I'm saying? Like it opened my eyes in a totally different way. And then it became a guilt factor. So it's like, I feel guilty being able to succeed off of other people's life being lost or fighting for life. So this round has been hard. I've managed to raise money, but it's extremely uncomfortable for me because I don't understand succeeding off of somebody else's pain. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
Mental health is different because it's something we can actively work on.
Right.
Cancer is just a different type of beast. And so this round has been it's been its own challenge. There is, every time I ask for a vote, I feel a level of guilt, honestly. But I still don't know how to process that. I have support systems around me, thank grace. And one of my closest associates is like, this isn't about you getting to the next level. That's just a byproduct of what you're doing. But people need cancer research. People need cancer treatment. And if you put the focus just on that, it'll eliminate you feeling guilty. But it's like, I still know that the only reason why I'd go into the next round is because other people have suffer from cancer. Right. So like this round has been difficult.
Wow.
Putting it lightly. It really has.
I can imagine. I don't want this is going to sound crazy, but I am glad I'm not in that right now because a lot of people don't know. I dealt with death recently. My stepfather passed away from cancer 2 months ago.
Oh my God.
So I'm glad I'm not in that right now. I am.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying. I'm not a fan of crying on camera, but like, girl, this competition has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Oof.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
And I literally found out I was in the competition the night of his funeral. Like, we just finished the service, and that night I got the congratulations letter.
Wow.
So actually, excuse me. This is my first time talking about this. So,
wow.
So that's what had me going,
It's interesting because right around the same time that the competition started, I lost my great aunt.
Oh, wow.
And she was, for me, instrumental. We had a very special type of bond. She stepped in when my father was dealing with his own, 80s life stuff. And so she was a very powerful part of my growing up. You know what I'm saying? We have it's just a relationship I can't really explain to anybody else. And it was just so unexpected. And I got the information in a text message. And so it really threw me. And so I can share in that with you. And like, you have something so great happening for you based off of the work that you've done in your life. And then at the same time, you're processing a loss from somebody that is very close to you. Yeah. And then being who we are in the spiritual world, that opens up a whole different way of how are you processing? How are you healing through this? Because you have a knowing that most people don't have. Mm-hmm. And so how are you implementing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you know what I'm saying because you went through it.
Yeah. Yes, Queen, I get it. And it was amazing just going through the process, but you're still processing your feelings, you're still processing your grief, you're still having your moments, and you still got to push yourself to be publicly out there,
That's a
being
lot.
happy to the world, when inside you're struggling a bit. And, I'm very real and open and vulnerable with my clients, and I'm grateful my clients are so understanding,
Yes.
But if you think about it, like you said, that matrix we live in, we're not allowed to have feelings. We're not
Right.
allowed to process. We're not allowed to grieve. And
Right.
so you come up out of that and you realize that you can manifest a life of your dreams and be able to process, be able to feel, to be able to be in your emotions.
That's all I do. I be feeling and sorting
Wow.
and processing and healing every day.
Yes.
Every day.
It is an
Yes.
everyday process. And
It's
that's
a
what,
lifestyle.
yes.
It really is.
I totally agree. And so we have some comments in here. Amon said, it's so wild, sending you good vibes and energy. You have a good heart. That's why you hold power. Beautiful. I hear it. I see the
Yes,
praying.
you
Yes,
do.
yes. Thank you. Queen Alika said, yes, so true. Queen Amon says, see, it's everywhere. Stay strong. Ashe, yes. We have some amazing people on here. Thank you all so much for watching. And so if you can, please, let me put this on the screen really quickly. For those of you who are just joining us, we have Oracle Oya here. She is in the Influence Me TV show competition.
Yay.
And we are asking if you can please submit any votes. Every vote counts. Every vote matters. She is an amazing individual.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Absolutely amazing. She has an amazing heart. She is here for the right reason. She did not ask me to do this at all. I offered because I
Which was so
understand.
beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you.
Ashe. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. I offered because I understand that pressure. Okay. And this is not even just about us as individual people, okay? This is about someone who is helping heal. We are healers. We are two healers. And if she's helping people heal, I'm helping people heal. By us helping each other, we're helping people heal.
Yes.
And that is what it's about. It is not about us competing against each other individually. Of course, you do what you need to do in a competition, but this is about healing more people than just us.
Exactly.
Okay. This is about healing more than just us. This is about a global healing. She said here, you all heard her say, if we all can get back to our heart space, our heart space.
Yes.
And y'all all know that's what I'm about. It's all about your heart and being who you are to the core and being connected with source, the divine, with one with yourself. So if you have any time, please click the links. I put the links in the comments, or go to the website and please vote for Oracle Oya to help her get to the space that we need her to be in this competition and show the world who the fuck she is, okay?
It's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
So,
y'all, please. I really do need to be in first or second in order for me to get before the judges. I'm third right now. I've done a great job of getting votes. So we are getting votes. People are voting. People are donating. It's not enough. So we need more. That's the
yes.
thing.
Yes. So let's get her where she needs to be overnight. Okay. And if you're able to vote, even if you can only do a free votes count. Okay.
Yes.
Free votes count.
It could be that one free vote that pushed me to the top. Yep.
Scroll down to the bottom. You'll see the area that says free votes, because they don't put that shit at the top. They want you to pay. Go down to the bottom, click free votes. You can also type in how much you want to vote. So if you want to donate $6, $7, $10, $11, $12, you can type it in and vote there as well.
Yes, and your donations, you guys, is going to go to a company called BC Cancer. And so they do treatments, but they also do research and diagnostics, and they're about supplying state-of-the-art equipment, which is necessary for the doctors to be able to do what they do in a way that's going to get more survivors of cancer. So your money is going to help push a cause forward. The foundation is Canadian based because that's where the show is going to be filmed. I have a lot of clients in Canada, so for me it was kind of cool to be doing something as a give back to their country. But you guys, when you vote, you're not just voting. It's not a selfless thing. I mean, a selfish thing. It's not just for me to get to the next level. It genuinely, a portion of your proceeds is going to go to BC Cancer Foundation.
Yes, that's such an amazing organization to make charity donations to. It is such an amazing cause. And that's why for me, like, even when, I was going through the process, we're literally helping people with the votes, y'all. Okay. It's not just about us going to the next level. You're changing lives when you vote. Literally.
That's what made me want to do Influence Me TV. In like 2019, I got contacted by Mona Me Entertainment to do a reality show called Black Girl Magic. And I turned that down because I have integrity and respect for what I do. And I have respect for all of us seers. And what we're not going to do is put some sort of weird shit around some real shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I declined. And when this came, it was like totally different. It wasn't about a reality show. It wasn't about look at me and give me clout and fame. This was about who's been doing work that has been impactful to people. If that's you, then come do some more work that's impactful to people. And if you do that successfully, we'll give you a platform to do more work that's impactful to people. This was like, thank you, God. Like, okay. So I feel honored to be here. I feel honored to be in the competition. I honestly made peace with wherever I go in the competition last round because I thought that was going to be a wrap for me. So like all of it has been phenomenal of an experience. And like you said in the very beginning, before you brought me on in your cards, you're living in what you wanted. This is something you asked for. So being in the space of living in each moment and appreciation of being in this moment, like this is a big deal, and so that alone is extremely fulfilling. Going into the next round would just be like, like a really big deal. But I'm thankful to just be in this space in this time right now. And I thank you for sharing your platform with me because you did not have to do that at all, but you did. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Queen. I remember one time I shared one of your posts and you was like, oh, this is to give me more votes. I said, Spirit got us both.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, don't worry about it. God got us. We good. Yeah. Ancestors got me. I'm good. Ancestors got you. You good. We good. I'm like, okay. But I felt bad. I'm like, no, don't share
that. But you know what? Look at how we are today. I'm just glad that I was like, oh, let me got another Oracle Queen, guys. Let me look up.
Yes, and baby, how beautiful is it that we rolled them top two like that, okay? And we in third right now, but for that whole time, it was me and you, top two, the whole way. And I was like, wow, like, what are the chances? Because there are a lot of people in this competition. And majority of the people that I encounter are makeup artists. They're phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, I don't mean like they gave you a beat face. These chicks are doing creations, art on your skin. So like they're phenomenal in what they do, but the chances of you and I and ending up in the same category was like 1 in what? 900 something.
I don't know. Probably more than that because when we first started the competition, it was thousands.
That's true.
Thousands.
Not to even think about the applicants.
Right.
Because from what they make it seem, it was tens of thousands of applicants.
It was.
Yeah.
And then in our group, we had people who were doing quite a bit of different things.
A lot of stuff. But we had a lot of stuff. I can't even name everybody because some of the stuff I wasn't sure what they did.
I didn't.
But I do know that whatever they did and they do in life got their ass as far as they got.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing because it's mad talented people.
It's so many. And it's a worldwide competition, y'all. Literally,
global.
It's a worldwide competition. I thought it was only exclusive to the United States. And when I realized it was a worldwide, I was like, shit, I'm glad I made it to where I did.
Girl, global competition. It's people from everywhere in the competition. Like, yeah. It's been interesting.
But you know what? You are where you are because that's where you deserve to be. And we're going to get you into that next space.
Yeah, y'all get me into the next round.
Listen,
the final round.
If you can't donate money, donate your energy, okay?
Yes.
And doing some manifestations to help get this queen to where she belongs, okay? To get her where she belongs.
Thank you.
You have anything else you want to say before we go, Queen?
No, I don't think so. Thank you guys. I appreciate everybody who watched this. Come to my class. Get a session. Let me help you be greater. Not saying you're not great already, but like come fuck with me, y'all. I'm Ruby. That's all I can say.
Go to her website right now. It's oracleoya.com. You can find her on Instagram at Oracle Oya, ORACLEOYA. And for all my audio listeners, go to her website, follow her on Instagram. Come watch this video if you're only listening to the audio so you can see her amazing, beautiful face. But I thank you so much for even agreeing to be here today. This was so phenomenal. I had such an amazing time being here with you, Queen.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the impromptu-ness of it. I thank you for the offer. Like, I really appreciate the platform, the share, the encouragement, the love, all of that. So thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome. Thank you again. I'll see you soon.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So this was such an amazing episode. This was so beautiful having Oracle Oya here. If y'all can, please go to her link. I will put it in the description below. And please submit votes for her. Voting ends on Monday, which is April 25th. So we need to get as many votes as possible up until Monday. I will also be taking a break. So I won't record this Tuesday. I will be back in about 2 weeks. Excuse me, I have some things that I'm working on in the background. I'm going to be in a fashion show. I'm going to be in a beauty expo. The Black Beauty Expo in Philadelphia, y'all. I'm so excited about that. I will also be at the Melanin Market in Pennsauken, New Jersey, and I will have some other events that are coming up. I will keep you all updated. If you can, go to my website if you would like to have a reading. You're also able to go to my website to book any quantum Reiki healing sessions. I do meditations every Thursday night. They are free of charge. Every Thursday night, I do meditations. If you want the information, please reach out to me. But yeah, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for always supporting me. Anytime I pop up with a podcast or a live, y'all are always there listening and being interactive and being engaging. If you can, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, like and subscribe to all of my audio platforms. I'm on Apple iTunes, I am on Amazon Music, I am on Pandora, I am on Spotify, I am on Buzzsprout, and quite a few others. So I will be back soon, and I love you all so much. Thank you again for always supporting me, regardless of anything that I'm doing. I'm sending you all peace and blessings.
Thank you for listening to the Survivor Not by Chance podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you to today's guest. We are survivors not by chance. We survive because we fought to survive. Peace and blessings to you all.